Do you feel comfortable working out in front of men? If you don't, you might want to look for your nearest female-only gym. More and more women-only gyms are popping up, as well as special female-only workout times in some fitness clubs. So are they a good idea, or, as some are saying, do you think it's sexist having women-only spaces?
You're looking at me, aren't you, Ruth?
am.
You are. God, I'm really torn on this. Because on the one hand, I am so into, I'm very into equality and all of those things. However, I'm not into double standards. And I feel if something was coming out now saying they're having an all-male this or an all-male that, there'd be a lot of women going, well, that's sexist. And so there's an element of me that thinks now that it's sexist whatever way you look at it. Really.
So if there was an all-male, men-only gyms, there might well be, actually, I don't know. Let me know if you know if there are. Would you think a lot of women will say, well, that's sexist, you shouldn't have all-male
I think they would. Well, some women would, some women wouldn't. I probably would. I'd go, well, that's a bit... In this day and age...
Where we want equality.
Yeah. I would go, well, that's sexist. It's like when I was growing up and working in working men's clubs. Didn't think it at the time, but you had signs at bars saying no women allowed at the bar, no women allowed in the snooker room. At the time, because I was this high, that's just the way it was. Going back to those same clubs and seeing those signs now, I go, that's horrendous, really, and thank God times have changed.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit on the fence of where's the line, and I just think, my future daughter-in-law, Maddie, we have this row all the time because she always says to me, you're so anti-feminist or whatever, and I'm like, I'm not, I'm really equality, but I just think sometimes what you say and then 10 minutes later say something else is double standards. And I don't think you can have double standards.
The reason, Janet, a lot of these gyms have popped up is that there have been women, they're saying they need a kind of safe and comfortable place, and there have been cases of women where they're in mixed-sex gyms and they're being filmed and photographed, so they're saying there are some creepy characters around and they're doing a workout, might be doing squats, or they've got a workout top on and they're leaning down, and that they have been filmed by men, taken photographs.
Well, they should be reported, though.
Yes,
surely that's down to the gym to say no cameras.
If it meant there are women who maybe aren't going to gyms because they don't feel comfortable. I'm not, saying all men in gyms are creepy. Of course I'm not. But just if there were spaces where women, if it encourages those women to then go and exercise, what's wrong with that?
Well,
what
there are
I
lots of
think
gyms
is where men
I agree
can
with
go.
Colleen. It's having your cake and eating it. For years now, women have campaigned to get into men-only clubs, including some of our oldest golf clubs, where women were only allowed to be in a special room and pay reduced membership rates because they had reduced access. And now we can't have it both ways. If we fight for equal access, as Colleen has said, and we fight for equality of opportunity, then when we go to the gym, the only way to change men's behaviour is to be in a space all together and report those people whose behaviour doesn't conform to what you want and what you're comfortable with. But as long as you go on about safe space, I'm saying safe from what? This whole idea of safe space enrages me. I travel on the underground most days. I'm mixing with people of all different people. I don't feel that I need to be in a safe space.
But you may not, Janet, but there are other women that do. There are some women that have been...
Well, they can't have it both ways.
Yeah, but hang on a second. If you are a woman who has been stalked or is a victim of a sexual abuse, or for religious reasons, you're not allowed or permitted to go into a gym with other men, and an organisation is willing to put on a safe space for you and for your needs, there's nothing wrong with that.
But it shouldn't enter the mainstream. Those are extreme examples that you've just cited. What I'm talking about is, in general, I feel that if a gym is offering membership, it should be membership to everybody and they should all have equal access.
There is a man,
if people
actually,
have a very legitimate reason, as in the case of stalking or religious beliefs, yes, they should have special access to special times. I mean,
but that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying as a general policy, I think it's detrimental to women to plead special treatment when they have fought so hard for equality.
But there is a man actually who was trying to sue his local gym because he said, I'm paying for 442 hours a year, and some of that he wasn't allowed to use. So he's saying that's discriminatory against me, that I'm paying a full membership, but there are certain times in the day that they say this is women only for this session, where he believed that that means he's not getting his full membership.
Yeah, but you don't change men's behaviour by running away from it. You've got to confront it.
Yeah, but sometimes women need protecting, so...
Yeah, well, I don't know, I'm not buying that women need more protecting now in 2022 than in 1967.
No, but in 1967 there wasn't social media, so there wasn't the kind of need and pressure.
But then that's what they should be looking at. If women are going, well, men are filming me when I'm doing squats, then it's down to that gym to go absolutely no phones or cameras allowed in the gym or in the swimming pool area.
There are also women, you're confident women. Janet, if you saw somebody, you'd probably go and confront the guy yourself, wouldn't you? But there are women that feel just very uncomfortable, maybe wouldn't confront anybody, tell anybody. So I kind of think, who is it hurting? If you have a gym and you say...
Well, I don't think it's hurting anyone, but I'm just on the fence with it. I think women would be screaming if it was the other way around.
OK.